Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome dear students to another tutorial on Python Programming Essentials. So this is a continuation of the video series that we started about lists in Python. So in the first video, just to quick review what we explained, we learned how to create a list, how to access list items, which is list indexing, positive and negative, and how to use list slices to access a range of values in the lists. Okay, in this tutorial we are gonna explain basically how to add elements to the list, how to delete elements from the list, and how to copy list elements from one list to another list. So again, similarly to the previous example, we are gonna print the list so we know this. We just make sure that we have a value. So now let's start with the list delete. How do we delete a list item? So simply we just type delete and then we specify which item we want to delete by specifying its index. So I want to delete this negative value here, so the index is going to be from here, it is 4, positive or minus 6. Okay, I'm gonna use positive indexing, so I'm gonna say I want to delete the list of 4. I'm gonna print the list before and after the deletion, so you see the difference. So print, so this is going to be the result. You see there is no minus 24, it is deleted. Okay, so now can I delete a range of lists? The easiest way to answer this is to do what? Basically to try it. So what if I want to to delete this range from 4 to 7, which means 4, 5, 6. Okay, because 7 is not going to be included because this is slices. If you remember from the last video, we are going to play. It is possible, of course. So we are going to print the list without minus 24, 3, and 9, which is 4, 5, 6 indices. It is deleted. So basically using delete or del, del list, and you give an index or a slice or a range of indices. Okay. Anyway, you can use positive, negative, or any mixing. Remember that in order for the slice to work, the start should be before the end. Okay, so this is how you delete a list value. So now, what if I want to delete the whole list? Is it possible to say delete list? Let's run, execute, and see the result. Of course, first of all, you printed the list, and then when you delete list, and here print list, it's going to be class list because list is not there anymore. You deleted everything in the list. You deleted all the items. So now what if I deleted the list using that way? Colon only. This is a slice. So basically you are telling the Python you want to delete all the list elements. Is it going to make any difference in the output? Execute. You see? This is very important. This is why I always urge you students, encourage you to practice to see the result rather than just reading it or seeing it somewhere. Now the difference is you didn't delete the list itself, you deleted the whole list elements. So you deleted all the list elements but not the list itself. This is why when you print the list you have empty square brackets. So the list is still there but it has no elements. Okay, so remember this. This is how we delete list or from the list. Now the second topic here is how to add elements to the list. To add elements to the list, we have two commands to do this. First of all, we have the append. Of course, it should be all small letter. Let me just make this down a little bit. And the second one is insert. The syntax for the append, you put the list name dot append and then you give the value, and this value will be added at the end after the last item. Okay, the insert is going to work like this: list dot insert, and then you specify the location comma value. So you give the index and the value, you specify where in the list this value is going to be inserted. Okay, let's try it and see. So I'm gonna have a print list before and after. Okay, as usual. So I'm gonna say list dot append. I'm gonna add 100. Just it's gonna be obvious. Delete, and then Let's wait for the results. It's going to be, you see, this is the normal list and this is the list after. Okay, so this is before and this is after. We have the 100. Now what if we append twice? So we print the list and then we append again, sorry, like minus any number, and then we print the list again. So let me refresh or reset, and then you're gonna see that we have two values, 100, and after the 100 we are gonna have this. Okay, you can just go here. Okay, anyway, now I'm gonna just copy this. This is sandbox. Sometimes it weirdly has a weird behavior. So now you see no need to scroll. So this is the first of all, we added this, and you keep appending, you keep adding at the end of the list. Now this is append. This is very simple and easy. Now what if we use, so let me just comment this as well. What if we use this insert, the insert, not this, the insert command. So we are gonna select the location, up to you. We are gonna put it at the index 3, comma, and the value is gonna be 100 as well. So where the 100 is gonna be inserted, 0, 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be inserted here, and the list will be shifted. Okay, let us see the result. Print. Okay, it seems I have an internet issue here. No. Okay, fine. Let me remove this. I should have been, and again we are going to do this. Let me just copy, just to make it simple and fast. We are gonna add 100, and we said the location is gonna be 3, and we will print or run. You see, wait for it. It's connecting to the server. I'm using the sandbox, so you can use it and see the results anyway. So this is the list. You see 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the 100, and then the rest of the list is shifted to the right, of course. Okay, you can set any position as you want. What if we make it -3? What do you think the result is gonna be? Play or run. You see, it's 100 from here because it's going to be -1, -2, -3, and then it's going to go all the way to the left. But wait a minute, -1, -2, -3. It should be before the 8, not after the 8. No, basically this is how insert is going to work. It is not like indexing. It's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be here and shift all the way around. The insert is a bit different. It's going to start 0 from both sides. So pay attention to this. Anyway, this is why again I ask you to try to run and explore and practice different scenarios. So in your examination, when you apply for the certificate for the PCAP or PCEP, whatever the basic or the intermediate level, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna have issues because of these things. You have to try them, and this is why I made this minus anyway from the first place. So you see, it's not gonna -1, 2, 3. It's gonna be 0, -1, -2, -3 because it's indexing for the insert. Okay, we usually don't do this, but you never know. Maybe you will have a question of an inserting a value using a negative indexing into your list. So basically this is the list. You cannot like slice, like delete, use slices, because basically here you have to specify a position by using insert command, or just add to the end by using append command. Anyway, for deletion, by the way, it's delete or DAL. It's not the only command to delete an item from the list. There is a remove command, there is a pop command. You can try them out. Okay, you can read the resource, read Python references or any resource, and you learn what are these. So the other thing that we are going to cover in this video and basically is a function called len. So what's this function basically does? This function is returns the or prints the length of the list. So how many elements you have in the list. So when we execute this, you see this is the list and we have 10 elements. We're not going to start from 0 because we are going to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 elements. This is very helpful when you use lists with 4 statements, as we are going to learn later on in other videos. In addition to the len, basically we have another function which is very useful with lists, which is lists or list dot sort. So this sort function is going to sort the list as the name implies. Okay, you see it is going to 1 2 1 4 0 3. Why now we got none? Why we got none? Is it something that is wrong with the list dot sort? Basically no, but list dot sort doesn't return a value, and when you put it inside a print it's gonna return a value, and this is why I put it into a print in the first place, to give you an indication of what if you have this kind of questions in your examinations. Okay, you cannot print list dot sort, okay, because the result of this, the return value of the sort function, is going to be none. So what you have to do, you have to put it like this, just sort it and then print the list after the sorting normally. Okay, so you see now when you print it's going to be 1 and then it's going to be sorted from or ascending order. Okay, you have another function which is called reverse. Okay, I'm just giving you a hint of what functions you have. You need to go to your basically lectures and read more about them. Okay, so we are going to print and this is going to reverse our list. You see this is the list and this is going to be reversed. Okay, now the last topic of this video is how to copy list values. Basically how to copy a value from one list to another. So what do I mean by that is we have list 1 and we need to copy the values into list 2. So this is going to be list 1 and I'm gonna print list 2, and here I'm gonna say list 2 equals list 1. So let's see, are we gonna have the same value here, the same values? Yeah, exactly the same. So now there is another way to copy lists, which is list 2 equals list 1 between square brackets colon. Let's try it out. Execute. Same result. So what's the difference? Why we have two versions of copy? So the first one is not the same one. The first one, you are not copying the contents of list 1 into list 2, but you are making list 1 points to list 2, or sorry, list 2 points to list 1. What do you mean by point to list 1? So let me show you something here. If you put like this and you come after at any time in the, for example in the program, and say list 1, I want to delete the first index, or maybe 0 1, I want to delete the third index, which is the 10 0 1 2 3 4. Let's make it 4. Okay, which is this one, 0 1 2 3 4, and then we are going to print the two lists again. We are going to print list 1 and then we are going to print list 2. Okay, what's going to be the result? You see how first of all I printed them after this statement, and then I deleted, and then I printed them again. Okay, what's going to be the result? Print, or execute, sorry. You see, oops, what's this? Why list 2, or why this value is removed from list 2 also, not only list 1. This is what I said, list 2 is going to point to list 1, So you're not going to copy the values. Basically, this is what you're going to do. This is list 1, and you're going to have another list, which is list 2. It's going to point here, so it's going to point to the same location. So when you delete, you're going to delete from the same location. It's just like two arrows pointing to the same location. If I draw it, it's just like you have a location in the memory here, and basically you have two values. We are going to insert one word art, which is called list 1 here, and another one which is list 2, and both of them are pointing where? Both of them are pointing here. Okay, so when they both point to this location in the memory here, anything you do this is going to reflect to both lists. Okay, so if this is what you want, then you are going to use this copy style. But if this is not what you want, if you want to copy the values or the contents of list 1 and put them in list 2, then you have to use the square brackets with a colon inside it. This way, when you do anything to list 1, list 2 will not be affected. Okay, let's wait for it to run and see. You see now, list 1 we did doesn't have 24 or minus 24 anymore, but list 2 still have it. Okay, anyway, in the previous method, anything you do to list 1 or list 2 is gonna reflect on the others. So now let me just go back and try to list 2 to show you the difference, because we didn't try it on list 2, so you understand it properly. You see, both will be reflected, but if you just put it like this, they are not gonna be reflected. Only 2 will have one value removed, but 1 will not be affected. Okay, so this is how you copy lists. Okay, I hope this video was beneficial and you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in next video tutorial inshallah. Have a nice day.